Hi everyone, we're live.
What a
I got it.
sniper shot. What a sniper shot. I love that. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Beautifully
I'm just gonna get a cup made that just says "You are
I
the."
am the GM now.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to I Want Your Bite, which is a TTRPG that is Bachelor inspired, and everyone is kind of competing to get a spot next to the vampire. My name is Agent P. I use she, they pronouns. I am GMing this. Today is our beach episode, which is gonna get hot and heavy and dirty real quick. I hope.
Yes,
have
because
anything
last
to do with
episode
it.
wasn't enough, clearly.
Yeah, last time was not enough. We gotta up the ante, guys. Come on.
that was all a tease. That was all a tease.
All right. Let's get introductions going. Oh, we don't have VJ with us today. They're out sick, but they will be here next week for the finale, which is honestly gonna be bomb. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like a free for all. But let's get the introductions rolling. Starting with Canfighter.
Hello. I am Tanfighter Tan. You can find me at Tanfighter117 on Instagram or Twitter. I do ARPG stuff and I do voices. Sometimes people like them, sometimes they get annoyed, but I do them anyways. And that's all for me.
Victor.
Hello, I am as late as usual for the responding to being called out to introduce myself. But hello, I am here, and yeah, I guess that's it. I just exist on this stream. I'm not sure what else I'm doing. I am playing Nicola, who is currently leading the competition, as far as I can tell. So that's nice, I suppose. Looking forward to having more interactions with everyone else, and possibly the vampire, maybe not. We will see about that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing on the beach episodes, but we will find out.
All right. And our titular vampire, Mr. Spike.
Hi, hello. I'm Steve, the guy who's here most of the time. Playing the vampire again, the awkward, kind of moody, but extremely horny vampire who is here for a good time, not a long time, even though he's been here for a very, very long time. But
A good time and a long time.
Hey.
yeah, very excited to see how we navigate the beach episode with a vampire who hates the sun, but we'll figure it out.
Right. Next up, Adi.
Hello, people of the internet. I'm Adi MK. You can find me in Moonlight Creations on Instagram and audiobooks on the old YouTube. I write, I draw, I create stories, and I try to make people horny with my voice. But sometimes I succeed, sometimes I do more than that. But yeah, that's
Your mic
all
died, I
me.
think, again.
Ah, that is
You
a
said,
terrible
I
place.
try to make people horny, and then it stopped.
Wow.
That's all that matters.
He said what he said.
Yeah. Yep. Nah, it's I've lost it, guys. Like, no, it's gone.
You're back now, though. Tell us again.
Yeah.
So I do like making people horny with my voice. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it does a little more than that. But yeah, continue onwards.
Next up, we got Shar.
That's me. Hey, everyone. I am Charlene Bear. I go by Char. I use she, they pronouns. And on this stream, I am playing the showstopper, Victoria Davis. Otherwise, you can find me over on Tabletop Titties with double D's, where I DM our D&D show, and I'm playing currently in our Vampire the Masquerade show, which has just switched over to Urban Shadows 2nd edition. And that's it for me.
Ooh. More vampire stuff. Let's go.
Yeah.
Last but definitely not least, Mickey.
Hello, my name is Mickey, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at McKaylee Ringle and on YouTube as Mickey Dragon. And I play the sweetheart that everybody wants, apparently. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. And with that, yes, let's get into it. It's a new day. The sun is shining bright. You see like a pan of like the beach that's definitely kind of attached to the mansion at this point. There's like this long little tunnel kind of thing contraption that leads from the mansion to the beach and to like Spike's booth essentially. The booth you see is like decorated with little palm leaves, little coconut with a drink in it, and and as our contestants wake up and get herded onto the beach, what is everyone's vibe going into this day? It's like the beach day.
Vibes for Trevor at least. Vibes are somehow a weird mix of both feeling really good versus very much active to, compete and win.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like Victoria from yesterday, where everyone was like half naked in the pool, running around in their silk ass PJs. She's like, damn, I gotta step it up a notch. So she got up early to, get ready for the beach day so that she can look immaculate as she does her slow-mo running, of course. So she's in like a 1950s retro style two-piece with like high-waisted black shorts and like a halter with a little bow right across the titties. That's like green and stripy, so it matches like the highlight in her hair.
Ooh, that's hot.
I also forgot to
Thank you.
mention what he's dressed.
Yeah. What is Trevor? If Trevor's wearing any
Nothing.
sort of a cape as a outfit,
Wearing what?
any form of a cape or a jacket as part of the beach outfit, production will burn it.
In that case, he does look a little confused why he can't find a shirt, but he eventually does still come out with just like, very form over function, almost like a pair of like beach shorts with patterned like it's black beach shorts with patterned like red roses on it.
Oh.
Very subtly though, like not like bright in your face. Like if you look closely, it's like, yeah, there's a pattern there, kind of a thing. He has what looks like this like silver like necklace or something on, with like a little pendant at the end of it. And what people would also notice beyond just the, overtly well-built sleeper build that he just is sitting with at all times, he has a couple of tattoos.
Ooh.
Which weren't visible before because I think he's had his shirt on for the most part, yeah. For the most part. But, no, his back has a big ass, like, essentially like tribal tattoo with like, what looks like this like blade with like horns running across it. And the front looks immaculate, but there's no tattoos or anything there. It's just immaculate abs and pecs. What is happening?
Don't worry about it.
I love the commentary.
Don't worry about it. Continue with your tattoo description.
But no, that's mostly it for tattoos. He has a pair of shades that he isn't like wearing. They're just like up there, and his hair's kind of like like brushed back. And he showed up to the beach, but he already looks a little wet. Like he's already been swimming or something.
Or something.
Or something. And yeah, he just like walks in.
I'm very
His
curious
vibes.
to know what Lorelai is up to. Because I feel like this is Lorelai's turf.
Yeah.
Lorelai, well, after the conclusion of the date, she realized that she needs to again take it up a notch because people have gotten comfortable thus far. Now let's push the boundaries just a little bit. So she, first of all, has somehow managed to get a perm, and like her hair that was like full silky locks is now afro,
Ooh.
and it's a large afro. And she comes out of the room like with the sunglasses already up in her hair, and a white see-through translucent muslin robe that covers essentially a two-piece, very, very modest two-piece orange swimsuit with a white belt. And it doesn't have to be anything more than modest because her body is copes for all of the other modesty to put things on a certain immoral level. But yeah, she just comes walking out, sashaying, and as she undoes the little belt on the robe, and it just kind of slides open as the next step swivels the hip outside of the robe, and the robe just flares out behind her in Snape style.
Snape style.
Snape style. Oh, goodness me. Oh, okay. So we have three people at the beach right now. Who else has to join?
Okay. So Dracania's vibes is she has a hangover, so she is currently taking ibuprofen to make it so she can get through this day. She's having a rough morning.
Oh no.
And she has her hair in some soft curls, and she's got a little handkerchief with flowers that put her hair back a little bit. As for the swimsuit, she is wearing a mint bikini that is rather skimpy for our little Dracania. And she has a black and white floral, like a tie around her waist. Wait, what? Well, it's like a scarf that kind of goes down.
Mhm.
And then she decided she needs to step it up a bit. And so she's put on pheromone perfume.
Yes! Love that!
And she has little flip-flops, and she's going to head out to the beach.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do vampires have a good sense of smell? I assume they do.
They have a very
Oh,
good
yeah.
sense of smell.
Okay, so that's
Mhm.
Spike, you smell this immediately. She steps outside of the mansion, you're in the booth already, and you're just like, who is coming? Who is here? Because what is that smell?
I think it's a combination of the date with Lorelai last night, where her hand was way too close to his teeth, and also today with Dracania, all these smells that he's not used to, because it's been a while. Spike is it takes a minute to he grabs the edge of the chair and just breathes in heavily to compose himself, and then when he lets go, you can see that the plastic chair has kind of crumbled under his hand because of how much effort it took him to just breathe. Spike is wearing he's got black boxers on, which are 4 inches above the knee is where they end. He's wearing a trench coat, which is like a full black trench coat, but it's open from the front, and it goes down to about about his ankles. That's how long it is. And the trench coat is also fitted with a hood, where it can cover his head if necessary. And it's all black with like white streaks running down the sides, and you can see that he looks a lot less paler than he did in the lights of the mansion, but he still is pale-ish and wincing if the sunlight bounces off whatever. But he's still here to have fun and watch all these people get wild for him.
Watch the shenanigans.
Yeah.
All right. I think the only person missing now is Victor. Or
Once again,
Nicola.
yes, my character shows up a little late, as he did on session 1, but not as late. And he's just wearing the most basic like swimwear you can imagine. He probably bought it for like $1. Yeah, he's really not in his element today. That's for sure. I think he's a little bit like the equivalent of a teacher's pet, except he just kind of basically just wants to hang out with Spike and not everyone else. He just like doesn't want to hang out with the other kids, whatever they're doing.
Amazing.
Wait,
So
so do we see that Nikolai is right in the cabana with Spike at this point?
no.
I don't think I am. I
no,
just
the
would like
contestants
to
are
be.
kind of told to get to a certain
Okay.
point. Spike's cabana.
Oh,
But-
one more thing, really quick. Sorry. As the contestants are entering, I'm assuming they're going to walk by the cabin and go to wherever. So there's like a table set up with a bunch of drinks, but these are like you can tell there's no alcohol in them. They're mostly like hangover remedy sort of things. That Spike is prepared for all of them, especially for Kenya after watching what happened. But it's like he made enough for everyone so that it doesn't feel like he's made it only for her. But they are for everyone if they choose to want to have some before whatever is about to happen.
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
guys
we'll
can,
take
like,
one.
It's like a little cocktail hour.
Yeah, the Clever just has more like cocktails,
Yeah.
not
Or
the
like
hangover fix.
It's pro smoothie hour. It's the acai bowl hour.
Mm.
Deep cuts.
Yes, the Dracania will definitely take one of those. She will just be sipping on it.
Also, what else is around the beach? Did we see like is there any beach equipment around? Like
There seems to be like this really big circle that's been like marked out in like the whole area. Then like the entire area that you're allowed to for production purposes is super big. There's a smaller but still kind of big circle there. You have the beach. There seems to be one part of like the production place has like this pile of things. It's covered by a tarp, so you don't know what's under the tarp, but it's very like it doesn't you can't look at the shape and discern what it
can I
is. It
peek
just
under
looks
the
like
top?
Production will stop you
How dare they?
because it's for the challenge.
Oh,
Dare
okay. If
they
it's
do
for the
their
challenge, then
job.
it's fine.
Just have like some tools prepared out.
Cool.
You do not wait. Can you make a flat 2d6 roll? Do you have like an investigative this thing?
I have gossip and theft if either of them apply.
No, flat 2d6.
Not brawl, fight it out.
Can I fight the top? Okay. 8.
8. Okay. You notice that the production cut off part of the beach compared to the rest of the beach looks more disturbed. Like if someone were to rake the sand this way, that way, and like disturb the sand to make it looser and less stable. That's what.
Then I'll just do 2 things. One, I'll just whisper to Victoria to mine the sand during the challenge. And second, wherever people have set up with their rigs and where Spike is and all, I'll just go like in the outer area of that beach and I'll just start doing stretches.
Nice. Oh goodness, beach volleyball.
Very
Uh,
enunciated stretches.
just hear grunts and groans in like one corner.
Just
Victoria's just trying to have a conversation with the rest of the group and like be a part of the team, and then it just keeps like Windows exe like don't. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, Victoria, the sun seems to be getting to you already, darling. And I do have some sunscreen, SPF 500. Do you want me to
Oh.
slather it all over you for a bit?
Definitely, my skin needs to be in tip-top shape. Thank you, Lorelai.
Well, it's definitely someone's son that she's getting distracted by.
Oh.
I thought that was more of a moon, darling.
Well, celestial either way.
I have a question for Spike.
Yep.
Is Spike wearing any accessories?
silver.
Yeah, I think he has a couple of piercings. He has a few rings.
How many rings?
I'd say 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys finish off your drinks, food, whatever it is that Spike was able to put together this morning, the sun.
The camera ends with the last thing of Victoria on her front and Lorelai on top of her, just slathering like the SPF 500 sunscreen over her back.
500?
Remind
That was
everyone
much
they
more
can
intimate
go-
than I thought it would be.
I'm gonna remind everyone that they can go into a confessional whenever they want.
I was about to say, can I cut to a travel
Go
confession?
for it.
Now, I knew there was something wrong with the ground, but when I was looking around the floor, what I saw I didn't really expect. And it just got from that.
And then
I'm
Dracania cuts
to-
into one.
Uh-huh.
I am too gay for this, and it's gonna end.
Cuts to Lorelai's. Now, whoever said about just putting a fishing lana too when you can put a whole net? Cuts off.
Well, I went. Oh goodness. So as everyone kind of wraps up their food, their drinks, their stuff, everyone's kind of gathered onto that big circle, and you go live. You hear Dick go, "Welcome back, everyone, to I Want Your Bite. Here are the contestants. Unfortunately, Junius could not join us as they are preoccupied."
Or just tied up.
Is that why they aren't
It's not
here?
picked up, but like viewers who like watch like can like catch like Lorelai mouth it, and like everyone's like on Twitter being like, "Oh my god!" Oh, Dick continues. Today is our wonderful, much anticipated beach episode. Today, our contestants will be taking part in 2 challenges, both in the solo category, since they've had quite a bit of time to get to know each other through group activities, like last night.
Your mic is slowly fading out.
Oh no!
Oh, it's back.
It's back.
Okay, weird. Today's challenge number 1 is a scavenger hunt. We are going to have contestants stay in the circle. They will be given a prompt to find a certain thing, something they could just find here on the set, and they will have to bring it back into the circle. Last person to do so will be eliminated, and we will get smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have you guys roll individually for each prompt.
Okay.
Or no, we're not gonna do that. I'm thinking. I'm just like, So the scavenger hunt kind of starts, and you guys are given prompts like, go find a palm leaf.
Find a what?
A palm leaf. You're
Okay.
given like multiple prompts. So you like go find a palm leaf, go find a left slipper, uh, go find a beach ball, um, and yeah, everyone roll their dice and add anything that you would like to use.
Uh,
This is,
so
I would say, this is a physical challenge,
okay.
and you guys are in direct competition with each other.
Can I essentially, let someone else do the sleuthing and grab it by using theft?
You want to steal from someone else?
Not like when they've taken it, like right before they're about to take it, I just yoink it and,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, who do you want to steal from?
Honestly, anyone that seems to be doing really well.
I'll tell you what, everyone roll. And whoever, if someone rolls higher than Trevor, will switch the values out.
I'm not doing my ability. This is just me rolling theft, by the way.
What ability?
No, like I'm not like poaching or anything. This is just me using theft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Got
then who do you want to steal
5.
from?
I mean, again, like I'm looking around myself, but whoever is, like, if I see someone else about to get something, I just want to yoink it before they do.
Okay, again, we'll have to see.
12
A
for me.
7. No.
Sorry, Shar, what was it?
5. I
Oh, no.
roll terribly in this game.
All right, Miki.
7.
All right, Adi.
That is going to be an 8, unless I can use.
Sorry, say again.
Gaslight. That's going to be an 8 for me, unless I can use a gaslight on one of the production crew, saying like, "You call those slippers, please, darling," like and just like get them to like feel like they're totally unprepared, even as background camera crew, to go run off and change into other things.
Sorry, I couldn't catch that last part.
To make some of the camera crew or the production crew feel like they are totally underdressed or overdressed for a beach episode, so that they
So what do you
actually
want out of
feel
it?
to get the left slipper of whoever, of one of the camera crew.
So you're gonna forego asking them and just okay.
Yeah. Just so that I can throw in like the +2.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, go for it.
So then that would be a 10.
All right. 10.
Mhm.
10.
Me? Oh, I thought you said 10, not 10. Okay. No, I rolled a 12.
All right, and Victor.
So I am once again back in my element, and Nicola is just looking around the beach because he has a skill called Knack for Finding Things, which means I can add a +2 to this.
Yes.
So I rolled an 8, and then +2, that's 10. So
Okay.
I'm just very thoroughly searching, I guess, without
okay, so
doing
here's
any.
the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. In this round, I would say in this challenge, I would say the person who wins is Trevor. and then other people kind of like Trevor was the one who like was the last person standing. Right before that, it was Trevor and Nicola, and after Nicola, it was Lorelai, then Drakenia, then first person out was Victoria.
Gee, I wonder why.
You're the
Trevor
showstopper.
is genuinely
You
like
stop.
surprised at Nicola though, like holy shit, he's good at this. Like
Yeah.
oof.
I'm just gonna give out points. Hold on. I'm just noting down some points.
Finding objects is his passion, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I think is still hungover. That is why she did not do well.
Can I add something? While I'm out first, and so while the rest of the competition is happening, can I use my steal the show ability? To gain a bonus point, even though I failed the challenge.
Yes, absolutely.
So while the rest of them are like running around looking for the objects, I think I just go over to the gazebo and flirt with Spike a little.
Amazing. Yes, absolutely. You can do that.
I think if that's what Victoria is doing, Spike's gonna maintain eye contact, but break away after every person is eliminated to make eye contact with Trevor, and then back to Victoria, just to fuck with him and
make him jealous.
Yes.
Every time you do that, you just see Trevor gives you just a very welcoming smirk.
Oh, right. Right. After this challenge, so Spike, who would you like to award bonus points to? You have 3 bonus points to award. You
do I tell you or DM you?
You DM me. You
DM
me.
her.
Oh, you said it right here.
No, just tell all of us. It's fine if you want to give all 3 bonus points
Her
to
Discord
me.
account is called Tan Fighter.
Shut up.
Now, I propose that Spike DMs all of us, or rather Steve, and just tells each of us that he gave us points, like our character, but then actually gives some other people. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can give it to Victoria.
I
She
was
needs
the
it.
one who had the gaslighting skill. I was the one that got the gaslighting skill.
He DMs everyone. I know you're the hunter.
Prisoner's dilemma is this. It's like, oh, Tan told me that you were the hunter, so
Exactly.
Oh goodness. Bonus points have been doled out, and we move on to our next competition. And before we do, Dick kind of like makes an announcement and is like, before we move on to our next competition, we do have a secret that we've been keeping from you. On this beach, there is hidden a ring. Find the correct ring, and you will get 3 bonus points.
No, it's such a dick thing to do, isn't it?
I walk on over to the gazebo to Spike.
Okay.
And I look at Spike's hands, and I just ask, so, tell me, how many rings do you wear usually? Anything gone missing lately?
Fuck, I was muted. Spike looked down at his hands, and then back up at Trevor. I don't think so. I do have a bunch of rings that I'm not wearing currently, so it's possible they took one of those. I usually just wake up and I decide, hey, I wore these yesterday, so I'm not going to wear them again. And just cycle through. They're usually just gifts from former lovers or future lovers or people I spent fabulous one night with. I'm sure you'll figure it out in the process.
Oh, dear, in particular.
Well, there's one with like skull and crossbones that I got from a pirate a very, very long time ago that I'm particularly fond of. There's also a gold one, which It's technically made of brass, but it was like gold plated. So it's not expensive, but it looks very expensive because if you are not familiar with with rings, I suppose. And then there's a very cheap plastic one that was given to me by a homeless man who didn't have anything else to give me. And it was a thank you for. That's not relevant right now. Anyway, yeah.
And many facets and tastes, then. Well, maybe you'll get one more gift today. And I walk over and start looking for a ring that at least somewhat matches that description.
You guys can like look for it, but there is another challenge that will kind of help you look for it. So
Okay.
production
Also,
will let you guys simmer with the information first.
while Trevor is walking away, Spikes is going to call out, "Watching you walk away is gift enough, darling." And and then he's going to look directly at Victoria.
Oh shit!
What?
Wow.
You just see Trevor like stops for half a second and looks back over with a smile. It's hard to tell who he's looking at here, but he kind of just like turns, gives a smile because he like pulls the shades down, looks back, smiles, turns around, and starts walking away a little slower.
Oh shit!
Lorelai will just kind of drape herself around Victoria from the back and just like whisper into her ear. So he needs all sorts of help now, does he?
Victoria is like speechless in this moment. Not realizing how intimate this whole scenario was going to be with fucking beach day. She just stays quiet, but like tucks her hair behind her ear.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you know, you guys are given this information that there are rings buried on the beach. There's one ring that is the correct ring. And you're all again kind of lined up, and Dick is like, now I know many of our viewers are expecting beach volleyball, but it's too cliche. Sports in the sun. Wow. Riveting.
Groundbreaking.
There are far better ways. There are far better ways to get sand in different places to reach.
Exactly. And that way is making sandcastles. And then he like unveils the tarp, and it's like a bunch of like molds and buckets and shovels and stuff. Each person will have an hour to design their perfect sandcastle. You can be as creative as you want. Do use the ocean to help you with making your sandcastle. Sabotages are allowed. Every man for himself. Timer starts now.
I sprint to the water. As soon as the time starts now, I sprint in and I do like, I'm not even worrying about making a sandcastle. I go like as far as I can to get like totally wet.
You literally stole my move.
And I do like
Great minds think alike.
flip with my like hair going all, beautifully with the sun behind me. I right myself and then I'll start making my sandcastle.
Trevor also has a delay before he starts. He's just looking out to the ocean for a bit and then he starts building.
So wait. Like there was as soon as sabotage came into the picture, right? So when Victoria launched off, she was still draped over by Lorelai, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then as soon as she does the hair flip, I think her bikini will start getting undone because of a small little sabotage, because what's a beach episode without a wardrobe malfunction?
Facts. The camera's like kind of like cut like real quick to like someone else. So like it isn't too noticeable.
Rude.
Like you see like the straps kind of falling off and then it just cuts.
I just have a very delicious looking smirk on my face as I sashay up to the beach.
A confessional cutaway for Trevor.
Yes.
It's just like that frame happens, it cuts to him just sitting with his arms crossed and going, "That bitch." And it cuts back.
Who's the bitch?
Lorelai!
Oh, okay.
He was not like running off. He saw that happen. He was looking at Victoria.
Stealing his woman. So are we rolling?
What is Nicola doing?
Hello, I would like to make I would like to just participate in this challenge in a very honest and straightforward way. Nicola is just building a very realistic, very faithful depiction of the Dracula castle in Romania, like with the whole, like all the details and the towers and all this stuff and just the hill. And he's just slowly taking his time, I guess. Maybe I would like to find a place that's slightly away from all the chaos caused by Lorelai and stuff, just so that I don't get, sabotaged along the way, just quietly, slowly building up to the, you can't really tell what's going on at first because there's so many details involved, but, the longer he works on it, there's more like, there's windows and doors and little walls and all that stuff.
Nice little turret. All right. Everyone make your rolls.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my
Lorelai's
special
going
ability.
for
If
the
anyone wants
completely-
help, you get a +1.
Girl, this is a direct competition.
Never mind, no help.
Oh,
Also,
Sorry, I tried.
Trevor is trying to build like a depiction of like a manor almost. Which,
Like the manor?
no, a manor.
Oh, okay.
And he's being very specific with certain details in the front of it and stuff like that. And if a camera at any point gets closer, he just like kind of mutters, like just, I think the room is there, and like turns to the camera and just goes, "You've been in our gracious host's home long enough. Might as well show what my home looks like."
Ooh.
And he starts like working on that. And tell me if this is possible.
Okay.
Can I sabotage people with gossip?
Ooh.
Like, oh, I heard Spike actually likes this. Oh, are you sure you want to go with that? Like, stuff like that.
Sure. Who are you trying to?
Lorelai.
All right. Roll for it.
You're trying to
want both of
gaslight
you-
the lady with the gaslight
No
skill.
question.
Okay.
I want
let's
both of you
go.
to make flat 2d6 rolls.
Oh boy.
Not amazing, but 8.
So that is a 7 plus my own gaslight, where I just like return the favor.
If
No, this
I
is-
add
This
Oh,
is
it's
flat
flat.
2d6.
flat, then 8.
This is flat. This is both
Flat.
of you flat 2d6s.
Okay. But like this is a skill that I have.
If you want to counter it, you can counter it, but not right now.
Okay. So
Because
then
even
that's
I'm not adding
7.
my gossip. I'm just
Yeah.
rolling flat.
Okay. So then that's a 7.
Okay. Trevor?
8.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to Lorelai, you Trevor hasn't really been a person of interest to you, so you have no read on them, so you're inclined to trust them.
But she's also been extremely dismissive of Trevor. Like
Yeah. But this is one of those things where it's like, wait, he might actually be right.
what does Trevor tell Lorelai in this instance?
Essentially, just, like whatever you're like working on, just going like, from what Spike was talking about earlier, you were like off with Victoria, but was mentioning some stuff about, well, houses in general, and I don't know if you like that much. Like that kind of stuff.
I don't know about you, Mr. Trevor, but my
You're low.
job here. I don't know about you, Mr. Trevor, but my job here is to make him like me and what I do. And I just
Well,
turn
Growing pains, I suppose. You'll learn when he doesn't like something. And I go and start working on my own.
And I will just kind of I will at that point to distract him and keep him a little more angry and a little more concentrated on me than making his own sandcastle. I will just say, now I'm thank you for sharing. And I should share with you at this point that there's a particularly sensitive part on Victoria's neck right behind her ear. That was
I
not
look
nice.
back with a smile and go, "Oh, trust me, I know."
Hey, yo!
And I keep walking.
Okay.
But that was my gaslighting attempt.
Okay. I need everyone to roll for their sandcastle building.
Okay, I do
By the
have
way,
a question.
I also
sorry,
have a
go ahead.
question, but Nikki first.
Okay,
Nikki first, I guess.
so I do have the home economics thing, and that goes with like baking molds and decorating and like
Okay.
building stuff.
Yeah.
So could I use that modifier?
You can, but you will still take a -1 because it's a direct competition.
That's why I needed the modifier.
And Charlene, you had a question?
Yeah. After I'm delayed having to fix my bathing suit, Victoria just goes to pick up the first pail she can find in the pile of tools, fills it with water, and I'm gonna go up behind Lorelai and dump it on her head.
No, breaking the perm.
You wet your fucking hair.
Roll. I need a contested. Oh, wait, are you using? Oh, you can't. You know.
I don't really have an ability that'll go with this. I'm
I
just
need
doing
both
it
of
out
you
of
to roll
spite.
a flat 2d6 then.
Roll high. Ah!
Did you roll high?
9. I
The
don't roll
first
very
time,
well.
first time I rolled a 10.
No!
Damn it!
Damn it! I can't succeed at anything.
No, you know what? Both of you technically succeeded. So, you're not. It doesn't get on her hair. It definitely gets on her body. So it's like you still were able to splash her with water, but then it became sexy.
Damn.
No,
Hate when that happens.
Victoria, you are very sensitive, darling. That sand had gotten in places where I wasn't comfortable. Thank you for helping me out.
Oh, no problem. Exactly what I was aiming to do.
Oh my god!
Trevor
Dracania's gonna
just
cut to a
chuckles.
confessional.
I love the cattiness.
All right, so Dracania confessional. Someone was using legally blind knowledge. I do like a little bit of mischief. And it's gonna end.
Ammonium diclochlate.
Trevor confessional. He is like, the confessional opens with him just laughing, and it's just like, she really does know how to steal the show. And just that.
Yes.
Just very amused.
Yes.
Victor, Lorelai's confessional is just she looks down and on her wet body, and it's like, she just did me a favor.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. I need everyone's rolls.
I got a 10. I don't think I had anything. No, wait. I got an 11.
Yes. Got an 11. All right.
I have a +2. Okay.
8.
In gold challenge.
Yay.
Lorelai's castle is essentially a brutalist depiction of like the Dune castle, like the castle in Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So it's just like brutalist architecture, straight lines, It's large. There's no detail. It's just large.
What's the value?
It's a 7.
Okay.
That got
So-
so sad so quickly.
All right.
Victor.
Yes, I had a question actually. Can I roll? Can I use my special ability called info dumping? Because it means I can roll surprisingly useful obscure information, and I could, maybe roll it to determine how accurate my castle is, because maybe I would remember more details that way. I don't know. And on a success, I gain a bonus point in the challenge.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so because I just rolled for the thing alone, but I can roll for the surprisingly useful obscure information. Do I roll both, or?
No, you just roll once and you add the
Okay, cool.
modifier.
So, okay. That is an 11.
11. Amazing. And then Dracania?
Okay, so I rolled a 12, minus 1, 11, plus 3, 14.
Whoa, hey, yo, Dracania!
Wow.
I need Dracania to describe her sandcastle.
So Dracania's sandcastle is just a depiction of her flower shop cafe with her apartment in the back. And so she made like little sand flowers, and she has like little sand cups of coffee, and she even made like little sand people. She has a lot of experience decorating, so this was her challenge.
Yes. Like a little sand Keurig.
Yeah.
And I would like Trevor and Nicola to describe their castles as well. Starting with Nicola.
Okay, so my castle is, like I mentioned before, a depiction of the Dracula castle in Romania. So it is very medieval, very kind of classic castle, I guess. It is on a hill. And I don't know how much detail my role allows for, but I tried.
Right, you completely succeeded, so...
Okay, I made an attempt, and it was successful, I suppose, because I could recall all my surprisingly useful obscure information about how medieval architecture looks, and specifically in Romania and the wider region which I am from, as in my character, not me. But so yes, I guess it was my historical knowledge that came into play today.
Nice. Trevor, what does your castle look like?
So, essentially, think like a Western European manor, but you see he's put specific detailing in places where, firstly, at the front of the house itself, he's made what looks like what do you call the front porch thingy where you would drive up or whatever in front of a manor. There's a little fountain statue thing that he's kind of tried to make as best as he can, which basically looks like the tattoo on his back.
Ooh.
Those, a bladed thing with the little horny thing around it. But again, it's sand. It's not very easy to see that. But otherwise, in the front, he's put details oh, there's a well there. There's a couple of broken trees and a little swing that he's tried to make on a tree using a clam and a piece of string he found. You also see in places he's specifically made it look oh, the roof is a little broken here, or the windows cracked here, stuff like that. Specific details that he remembers from his house. I know that isn't fixed yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. This challenge was definitely won by Dracania, for sure. But close second place was tied between Trevor and Nicola.
Can I do my special ability of glass ceiling and steal points from Trevor?
How would you like to do that?
No, so essentially, I think, so as the ability goes, once per day you can step on another candidate. You and the other candidate each roll 2d6. Gain points equal to half the difference between your rolls. And the other candidate loses the same number of points.
Sorry, say again?
And the other candidate loses the same number of points.
Okay, so this is a contested thing?
Yeah. This is
all right.
contested. So given what I roll, fuck it, there's probably not much use. Mr. Tan Fighter,
Yes.
roll your 2d6, sir.
Oh, you would steal from Britannia, I thought. Oh, okay.
Don't.
No, we're business
she's
partners.
the sweetheart.
I
Yeah,
see.
she's the sweetheart.
We're business.
I heard
partners.
Dracania, so my bad. Yeah, sorry. I rolled a 10.
God fucking.
Wait, that means Lorelai loses points.
Let's go!
The other candidate loses points. I don't lose points.
So what
But-
is it? What is it? What's the thing?
Glass ceiling, you determine to break through, and if the glass cuts your competitors on the way down, so be it. Once per day, you can step on another candidate. You and the other candidate each roll 2d6. Gain points equal to half the difference between your rolls. Oh, so actually, it's just difference between my rolls. So it's like 2. So I rolled an 8.
1 point.
He rolled a 10. Then
So
essentially,
1 point.
Half of that
I
is 1
yeah,
point.
I gain 1 point. He loses 1 point.
Even on winning?
Yeah, it's
Is
just
it
the
all winning?
difference between. It's just the difference between the two rolls.
1 second.
Damn.
1 moment. All right.
Still makes the roll 10 though, because didn't Trevor roll an 11 to win?
Rolled it 11 or 10.
Like
The
when we did
competed roll
the
was 10.
sandcastle.
Like, this was
Oh,
a
yeah.
separate
Like when
roll.
we did the sound.
Yeah, this is a
the
separate roll.
sandcastles.
Yeah. You
1 point is fine.
yeah. Lorelai gets an extra point while Trevor loses a point.
Like the broken window part of the house just kind of collapses because of bad structure.
Mm.
And it,
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my room.
Maintenance, darling, maintenance. That's where it's at.
You see, like, how it doesn't say anything to that. But can I do something, Pete?
Yeah, go for it.
Nothing to Lorelai. That happens. He kind of just like takes it. Stands up. I want to go to where the sand was feeling uneven, and I want to start like very subtly feeling around where the sand seemed to have been messed with earlier.
Oh, about that. Are you looking for the ring? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Before that, Nicola, I gave you your extra point that you used. I want everyone to roll a 2d6.
While that's happening, we'll cut to Spike confessional. Just,
What the fuck? I'm keeping this dice.
just,
This is right.
Hacks. Sorry.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, Spike confessional.
so it looks like he's in thought. Trevor's mansion looked sandcastle, whatever. He said it was inspired by where he grew up. He doesn't give off snobby, rich prick vibes. I'm interested to know more about his background, and of course, I could tell immediately that Dracinia was good with her hands, so I'm not surprised she won. So,
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
Little do you know.
All right. Okay, let's cut back. What did everyone roll? Starting with Mickey.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, Shar.
8.
Jesus,
That's still
passing?
Adi.
11.
And
10.
okay, and
Oh,
8.
okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna say while you guys were building your sandcastles, you had to dig up sand. You had to go around, digging stuff up. And obviously, when you dig sand up, you might find some stuff.
Question.
What?
At this moment, can I use my ability to poach from Lorelei the ring?
I mean, sure. You can like kind of swap out the rings that you guys get.
I mean, it
I will-
depends on where he's going to. Like,
I
can
will-
he
I
find
will-
the ring on my person?
I'm gonna say that like
While we're looking.
yeah. Or like it's like within the competition while you guys are digging to make your sandcastles. Everyone kind of does find a ring. I'm gonna say Victoria and Nicola, you guys find ring pops. You guys find ring pops.
Listen, this could be exactly what he needs.
Then Trevor, you find a ring that looks similar to like a gold band essentially,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Lorelai, you also find one that looks like a gold band, but it has like some jewels like in it. Trevor, you kind of notice that the ring that Lorelai found looks a little older.
Yeah.
I immediately slip it into my cleavage.
I mean, unfortunately, the special ability kind of overrules that. The swap happens before that, and
And also, so I have to roll theft for it still.
okay, roll for it.
On success, the vampire sees the candidate's result as your own. So it'll, like, for Spike, it'll be like, oh, I found the ring. I didn't, like, swipe it.
So roll your theft.
Thank fuck for the +2. That is a 10 with the +2.
Holy shit! Yeah. So Spike, you don't see any nefarious goings on. You just think Trevor found this ring, and Mickey, you find this beautiful like princess cut like moissanite kind of like a ring with like a nice gold band and little like crescent shaped jewels on like either side of like the big pearl or like the big jewel in the middle. And you look at it and you're just like, well, this has to be it, right?
And I'm gonna steal it.
But yeah, that's the ring that you find.
Love it.
Right. So as stuff kind of wraps up for the beach day, is there anything anyone else wants to do before heading back inside?
I mean, I think for the most part, that's. One thing would be I would cut to a confessional after I get the ring.
Yeah.
And it's just Trevor sitting like, that's what you get for breaking someone's windows. And that's
it.
I need Spike to DM me bonus points. You can give out 3 to any which person, however you want to dole it out. DM me and no one else.
Oh my god. That's
The
sad.
competition
this is
is
where
hot in here.
this is where Trevor asks if he can roll like theft. Steal the information.
Can I? Can I use gossiping to make Pete tell me?
Oh my goodness.
By the way, did I fail the sandcastle challenge?
No, you didn't fail it. I know your thing of like failing.
I just wanted to check because, like, yeah,
Failing is
I have
if you roll-
integrity.
Failing
I have
is if you roll
integrity.
under 6.
Okay, cool.
Or sorry,
I have
under 7.
integrity as a player, not as Lorelei. Lorelei has no integrity whatsoever.
We know.
There haven't been a lot of fails, actually. I think I mean, well,
Well,
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I wonder who.
Listen, I have different priorities, okay?
Honestly, valid. I have to have my fan fiction somehow.
Oh,
Just got rubbed down with
okay.
He is
SPF
surprised.
500.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
What is happening?
Wait, what? I would like to give all my points to Dick.
Mood.
Now
Plot
that's
twist.
a dick
Dick
move.
gets to be the vampire.
Or, ultimate twist, Junius, who was in his room but was texting the entire time.
Ooh.
All right. Bonus points have been given out, and as you guys go in, everyone kind of submits their like ring, and well,
I give
like
my
Victoria-
ring pop to Trevor, even though I know it won't help. I was planning on giving him whichever ring I found for him to use, so I do that.
so yeah, Victoria and Nicola have ring pops, which kind of they're just nice treats, little treats that you guys can have. Lorelai, the ring that you pull out, you notice that it's not the ring that you found. And you still submit it anyway, and they tell you that this isn't the ring that they're looking for. That they say that this isn't the ring they're looking for, but this is still one of like one of the production staffs, like whatever they put up. And
Can I
then
cut to a confessional?
uh-huh.
Now, if I like it, I'm gonna put a ring on it. It doesn't. I don't have to find it. I've got my ring already.
Mike.
You cut out again.
Oh my god, what a nonsense. But yeah, essentially, like, if I like it, I'm gonna put a ring on it. I don't have to find one. I've already got one.
It got at the same place.
Damn, yo. This is a technical malfunction. Let's move on.
Tactical sabotage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Victoria.
Trevor, you submit your ring, and Spike does say, like, oh, Spike's like, oh yeah, Spike, this is the ring that your pirate friend gave you.
It all came together.
It all came together. However, this is again something the production stole from Spike's room and isn't the ring.
Oh.
But you still get you get bonus points with Spike.
Ah.
Yes. It won't go on your like scorecard, but it's just like for relationship purposes.
Wait, they stole the ring from my room? These pieces of shit. Isn't it cut straight to a confessional? You fucking you could have just fucking asked me for the ring or anything else. Why the fuck would you go to my room? I thought we agreed, Dick. I thought we agreed that my room was off limits. What the fuck? When did you even steal it?
All sort of decorum fell out the window when you decided to hold me up against a wall. Anyway,
I should have snapped your neck, and that's where it ends.
You can try.
Kinky.
You can try. And finally, Dracania, you submit the ring, and it is the ring that they're looking for, which is like kind of like the ring that will be presented to the person who gets the most points. It's kind of like the ring, the one ring.
I love that.
And Dracania, you get the 3 extra bonus points.
I think she didn't need them. Like, let's.
I was second place. I need to be first.
You're definitely first.
Naturally.
Yeah, Lord, let's start stealing points from the person winning, not third place.
There's no bad blood, baby.
All right. And now we're gonna take a small break, a 5-minute break, and then we'll continue with downtime and maybe a date.
Technically, we didn't finish like the Lorelai Spike date.
We didn't.
Also,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I
right.
realized as soon as like I was like, oh, beach introductions, hoo. And I was like, oh wait, we had a date to finish.
I think we can do like a flashback. Yeah. For like people, I don't know, for like story basis, people on Twitter are like, "Where's the fucking date? Where is the date? We didn't see the date." And then they cut to a flashback after the break. I think that works. In case you missed it,
I mean, anyway, we're going to fade to black at that point, so that's no worry.
We'll see what happens.
That's
We
what we thought
already know that
before.
hasn't happened. One time we thought it was gonna happen, so
yeah, Spike's the king of fucking shit up, so and not in the fun way. So
It was a mic problem. That is what got us. It's okay.
sure.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see everyone in 5 minutes. Bye.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Welcome back from break.
oh fuck.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, we're fine. I forgot that I just heard P twice and I just got confused. It's fine. I fixed it.
Okay.
I have multiplied.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but the number of P's has doubled.
All right. Welcome back from break, everyone. We're gonna do a little bit of a flashback to finish a date from last session, where Lorelai and our lovely vampire Spike had a little air hockey date. Spike, make sure you're not muted on stream.
Yep, I fixed it.
If I remember correctly, it was Mr. Spike that had won the air hockey match, wasn't it?
Say again?
I think if I remember correctly, it was Mr. Spike that had won the air hockey
Yes.
match, wasn't it?
The first one, yeah.
I'm not used to losing, Mr. Spike. You have given me a new experience already this night.
There's plenty of more new experiences where that came from.
Oh, you rogue, you. But we've been talking about me for a while. What are you looking for in a partner, Mr. Spike?
Oh,
She plays with her hair a little bit.
I don't really have a preference. Like it's one of those things where if you've been around for a while, plus you've even when I was human, I didn't really have a preference towards like a type or a person or whatever. So like now as a vampire, it just opened up more possibilities really. Like I've had human partners, not human partners. I've had men, women, mass presenting, femme presenting. It's not really like a specific like, oh, you have to look this way for me to be attracted to you. It's one of the vibes, if that makes sense. It's more like do we click, do we connect, do we have similar interests, and do we vibe when it comes to more than just talking,
Of course, it's rarely the shiny wrapper that actually makes the decision at the end of the day. It's how sinfully sweet resonance can be.
Exactly. Are we still like is your hand still on my shoulder, and like are we still that close, or
yes? Yeah, there's like one hand is kind of like playing around with this, and the other is just kind of like doodling little designs on your chest.
Ooh.
Mostly in infinity sign, like
Bruh.
So I was watching the previous. Oh fuck! What the fuck is that?
Whoa.
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 Whoa, whoa.
That is a lot of bots.
Yep. And
That
I'm
is
gonna
over me too.
A lot of people in the pants right now.
just gonna turn off alerts and I'm gonna switch to emote only just in case. And you know what? We're gonna run an ad because if the bots want to fuck with me, I'm gonna use that to get some revenue. Why the fuck not?
Right.
Also then they can't see stream because of that as well. So that's also.
Also, holy shit, that's a lot of bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, like follow botted right now. I've
Oh
never
my
been on
God,
stream
there's
when
more.
it's happened
Yo.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only heard about it.
That's the first time it's
I've
happened.
never seen this.
I think it's because of the fire we bring to the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
The producer's going, we've been follow botted aboard.
Oh my goodness, you're so hot, you're a virus.
Oh my goodness.
Get killed, Tan.
Oh. Oh my God.
Look at that. Seribot is on the case. They'll fix it. It's fine.
Yay.
Okay.
Props to them.
Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna ignore chat and we can go back to whatever this was. Yes. Yeah. So I was watching back some of the feed and I was watching your Never Have I Ever game where you talked about having met vampires before, and you also mentioned that you do partake in, or like you have worked professionally with vampires with the whole blood gift thing that you did. I was just curious, is that the only time you've interacted with vampires, or has there been more?
Well, I'm not going to lie. One of my clients was a little fixated on me, and he wanted me to enter into
a what?
A dalliance with himself, but unfortunately, he did not meet my standards, and I had to look otherwise and elsewhere. I'm not going to lie, Mr. Spike. It was extremely tantalizing as an offer, especially since he offered to bite me himself. But while I do have designs on immortality, I am also very specific with who I choose to spend my time with. And she will kind of look aside and you, given your intense hearing, you will notice that there is a a skip in her heart. I have a confession to make. Around the time that vampire proposed to me, I did find out that I have stage 3 leukemia, and I am not going to be on this plane for too much longer. So his offer to bring me into the night was very tempting. And if I was just an ulterior mode of person, I would have gone with it and probably staked him afterwards. But he looks up into your eyes, Spike. With you, I don't think that's going to be a need.
What?
With you, I don't think that's going to be a need to stake. And just kind of does another little hair tuck. In fact, I might let you stake me. If you know what I mean.
I most definitely do. And you see, he just looks up and he just breathes heavily. He's just doing his best to fight the urge to give in to his vampiric instincts at this point. Um, I I didn't know about the diagnosis. I'm assuming it's something that you didn't tell the producers either, because they. Then again, Dick's a piece of shit. He probably wouldn't have relayed that information either way. But I haven't told anyone this before. But and he just leans in. He's whispering in your ear. But the mics are gonna pick it up anyway. A while ago, I made a friend, and he was homeless, and turned out like we met while I was also on the streets. It was a while ago, and while he gave me a place to stay and all of those things, I found out that he was also sick. He had a multitude of because of years of living on the streets and other things. He was sick, and I never revealed my true identity to him, at least in the beginning. But then eventually, when we started talking, I told him about myself and who I was, and I turned him on his request. Like, I offered on my own first, because so it would help him fight off the disease and everything else that was affecting him. And so I have experience with that. And I haven't seen him in a few years. We went our separate ways, but he was grateful for the extension of his life and stuff. And he's someone that I think about a lot, because he was the first person that I turned without an ulterior motive behind it. It was just to help a friend. So even if this does not work out, if that is something that you think you would like, you would want to help fight leukemia, I would be more than willing to help with that, regardless of how this competition or whatever the fuck else goes.
She would give you, like, usually Lorelei has like smirks and like very pointed kind of expressions, but her face mellows and there's a soft smile as she kind of looks up and once again gently places her palm on your cheek and lets it linger. Now, Mr. Spike, I do admit that's an extremely compelling case, and I would love to do so, but the depth of your empathy and kindness just makes me want to embrace eternity all that much more.
I I I don't know how this will play out, and I don't know about eternity, but we do have tonight.
It's morning time.
It is.
It is morning time.
Well, I'm a vampire. I sleep during the day, so it's the same thing.
Fair.
No.
It's not even morning time, it's evening. Sorry.
Okay. Well, why don't you show me what your kind of evening leads to, Mr. Spike?
Can you speak up?
Why don't you show me what your kind of evening leads to, Mr. Spike?
I think
Hair flip.
he's just going to lean in and and put a hand on the cameras and push it down to the floor. And I think
There's no cameras in the room, darling, but okay.
it's fine. Like the closest one, he's doing it for the theatrics of it, and not like, but like that particular camera that's like closest to them, just reach out and just grab it, cover it with his hand, and push it down to the floor. And I think, if you're okay with it, Adi, we can cut to black.
Yes, please cut to
my.
black. Holy shit. Spike and
Hey,
Lorelai
yo.
sitting in a tree. Insert 4-letter word. ING.
Any 4-letter words.
Ooh, what's happening downstairs during breakfast? As everyone they had not during breakfast. Sorry, you guys had gone to your own rooms to get ready for the day or for the evening.
Wait, so this is after the beach thing, right?
No, this is after the relay race, and you guys slept the entire morning and
Yeah,
evening
okay,
now.
okay.
And production has kind of said that there's gonna be a really nice banquet ballroom-esque kind of thing. So everyone is in their own rooms.
Last time we didn't get to that, but Victoria and I were looking for a place without cameras.
You guys were looking for secret room stuff.
Yeah, that's where Secret Tunnel came in.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel.
Right.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is drunk Dracania
It was,
right now.
it was you, it was Trevor,
And I think
Victoria, and Nicola.
Yeah, I was with them, I think.
Yeah, okay, fine. You guys are looking for secret stuff. Dracania, you're off somewhere in the room, in your room, getting dolled up. Let's go. Okay. I said that you guys didn't find anything on the ground floor.
Mhm.
I remember that's where we left off.
Yes, that's all we have done.
All right. Where do you guys want to look
I
next?
want to start going upstairs, looking at any, secret passageways that might be in like an old manor like this. Any rooms that seem like cordoned off, like, oh, there's no production stuff happening there, like they didn't go there with cameras or anything yet.
Yeah, you do find like some rooms that like production was like, oh, this room isn't viable to like film in or like use, and it's basically like a room full of like old stuff. Like Spike said, he inherited this mansion, so there's a lot of stuff that isn't his that's just piled up in random rooms. So you guys do find a room like this where there's like random extra chairs, extra tables, like random chest of drawers maybe.
And there's no cameras here.
No, there's no cameras here.
Oh, that.
Because production didn't think to put it there because they're like, no one's gonna come in here.
Okay. If
There's no cameras in there, but if you do go in there, cameras will pick that up.
I'm not going in yet. I'm kind of clocking that that's a room,
You wouldn't know that's that kind of room unless you.
I see.
At least. Because all the doors are closed. Unless it's like your room and
like open it, peek my head in, look around like, oh, it looks kind of clear without like saying anything, just close the door back and keep walking.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I kind of like just make a gesture to like Victoria, like, okay. Like just like a, that looks clear. And go to approximately where I was hearing the scraping and banging from upstairs the other night.
Okay. You find yourself in front of, like on the last floor, the three of you find yourself in front of like Spike's room, basically.
I just like look at the other two like, I certainly heard some strange sounds here. Around a time you wouldn't really expect. But if we want to, we'll reach into a place like this uninvited. It might cause more problems than solve, really.
I'm already doing quite poorly, I believe. So perhaps I could take the risk.
I think we're gonna cut to a Spike confession really quick, and he's like,
Okay.
one would think that Trevor was a little too occupied at night to hear all of those creaking and banging sounds, but I guess Victoria wasn't as exciting as I thought.
A moment of
Oh.
silence. Victoria. Father,
Great.
son, House of Gucci.
But yeah, I mean, if Victoria's head again, I'm gonna definitely kind of like just be like essentially like in the wings in case, like, it's a vampire's house. If there's traps or any like bullshit involved vampire style, just to like, pull her out of it. If she starts just like, waltz in essentially.
Yeah, in my mind, he's on a date right now, so he's not going to be in there. So I don't think I'm like sneaking. I think I'm just going to go in.
Yeah. You walk in. It's again a big room. There's like big tall windows. There's like a little divot where there's like a little couch or like a cushioned area that overlooks the view from where the mansion is constructed, like the beach and the little town and everything. There are bookshelves with various books, a big bed, no coffin. Just
Watch him not even be a vampire.
He's just a guy who's a little pale, didn't like the sun. Oh shit.
He's just anemic.
Okay, hold the fuck up. We're getting too close to me now.
Okay,
Also,
I'm gonna
are there any
look on
cameras around?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there are cameras. There are cameras
in
inside.
the room itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just quickly scan from hearing what Trevor had said about like scraping and noises like that. I'm gonna see if there's any like noticeable wear and tear on the floor. And if not, I'll go by the desk.
Could you roll me a 2d6?
Yes. I'm switching my dice because I've been rolling so bad.
Yeah, switch that, please. I'm giving you good vibes.
Thank you. Please. No. 6. I fail again.
Yeah, you don't know. There's nothing noticeable about it. Everything that you see looks like normal old mansion wear and tear,
Yeah.
but nothing like someone got dragged.
Yeah. Okay. I'll like say that out loud, hopefully so that Nicola and Trevor can hear. And then I'll head to the bedside table and see if there's anything like in the drawer that seems of note.
All right. What would Victoria find in your bedside drawer, Spike?
Okay. There's gonna be
Hey.
couple of I'm trying to think what's in my bedside drawer so I can like yeah, okay, so there's a silver watch, there's a couple of handkerchiefs, those are like at the top, and if you move the handkerchief aside you'll see a couple of handcuffs. There's a book. It's just like it's Jeffrey Archer something book, and there's a couple of toys as well. That's everything.
Okay. I'm gonna pocket the most interesting toy that I see for my own use later. And
Yoink!
Whoa!
and
Are you sure you don't want the handcuffs as well?
I mean, listen, you can't
I
say
don't
stuff
need
after
any of
throwing
that.
shade like that.
When Lorelai and Spike fade to black, it's slightly less fun.
Or just that much more.
And I'm gonna pick up the watch and bring it to the group and be like, this is a silver watch, but I thought vampires can't touch silver.
I mean, that's usually what they say. But then
There's no coffin in here either. He might just use the bed. There's a lovely bed in the room.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. I think, Nicola, you've spent more time with him than we have. Was there anything strange about him?
Yeah, I also happen to be here.
I have one little tip of information. Vampires aren't hurt by silver. But you
Those are
guys don't know that.
werewolves, usually.
But you guys don't know that.
Okay.
Okay, I know that.
Okay,
In
I
D&D
would.
they are.
Are they? Yeah, I guess maybe. I would like to just observe this whole scene, right? And I don't know if I was directly asked for my opinion on this. Okay. In that case, I'll just look at the watch and inspect it a bit, and look at the room. I guess from what I can see, I'm not going into the room, but yeah, right? Like, okay, yeah, we're outside the room. And I just kind of look around and I say, well, perhaps this is not really his room. Maybe there is another secret location.
You would think traditionally a vampire would be in like a basement or a dungeon.
Exactly.
Away from windows with sunlight.
Very true.
Well, but perhaps we shouldn't disturb the mansion too much. We've already caused enough trouble as it is, so perhaps we shouldn't be snooping too much. Or
this has been
if you
informative enough.
Yes.
I'll like lean in to Trevor and give a slight kiss on the cheek and pocket. I'll like lean my hand in to put the toy in his pocket, his like back pocket,
boy.
and then
It's not gonna fit in his pocket.
I have big
Hey!
pockets.
And you said there were multiple toys to choose from, so I picked something
Fair.
small.
Chris
And then
picked
I'll go back
pocket
in the
size.
room to place back the watch and the and try and put back everything that we disturbed.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna cut to a confession. And just going, he's just sitting there for a bit, like in silence, before he just goes. So it seems, Victoria, for one, is quite resourceful. And he's just like giving a 1,000-yard stare to the camera for a second, like, oh damn. And it just cuts from that. And later, like, once we, like, leave the place, close the door and everything, Trevor will make a pit stop to his room, I guess, before coming back.
After this, I'm not going to cut to the date. I'm going to cut to a joint confessional of Lorelai and Spike.
Ooh.
You thought you were sneaky.
Everything's recorded. Everything's live.
So, like, yeah, it would just be a.
Were you saying something while doing that?
No, it was just I actually like, you know,
Power
before the
pose.
confessional, as soon as the door closed to Spike's quarters, could I have made a gatekeeping attempt?
Like, no one would have disturbed you anyway.
Oh no! It's not a disturbing or anything of that sort. This is just a power move from Lorelai.
Okay.
It's also a gatekeeping move.
What do you want to do?
Just the loudest, most sensual, and deepest.
Okay.
Kind of
I'm
just,
gonna have
like,
to
you
mute
know.
that for YouTube, but okay.
Yeah.
No, you
sure.
should just put a different sound. It's like a duck quack.
Yeah, I was gonna say a duck quack! Or a goose honk.
Yeah, you can do that. That happens.
And now this is a perfect moment to cut to the confessional.
Okay. No, it cuts back from like what the 3 upstairs were doing.
Yeah, the hair flip goes, and then there's just Lorelai settles back into the chair, just like gives
It's like on like a couch. Both you and Spike are on.
just leans back into the couch and just smolders at Spike.
Spike, any thoughts, comments, criticisms?
She does kind of wipe her lips a bit.
Well, no criticism. Obviously not. Comments. That was fantastic. Whatever it was. It's. I mean, there wasn't, or was there? I don't know. And anyway,
I reach out and
thoughts.
pat his forearm, and I just turn to the camera and say, "It was divine in all sorts of ways, sinfully sweet, and more than that, wholesome. Something that I'm not used to. You surprised me once again, Spike. Patchy."
I'm trying not to be myself here, so I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna, yeah, what Lorelai said exactly. Yes, there's. It's interesting when you expect one thing and it's the other, but like not exactly what Lorelai said. Like I don't need to elaborate because she said it better than I could have. So it's yeah. But also, where the fuck are my toys? And so it cuts.
You don't know this yet, but
Oh, okay. I thought this was after stuff happened.
Stuff happened in like wherever you guys had your date. This is
Oh,
not
I thought. Oh, okay, cool.
No,
Public doing the dirty.
Anyway. I think we're going to flash forward now back to like after the beach and after Drakenia got her 3 bonus points for finding the ring. For the date and the downtime that happened, the breakfast downtime or like the evening lunner dinch downtime, if there are any points that Spike would like to give to anyone, you can DM them to me.
What I needed to do was done. What I needed to get done was done.
And then
I think
hanging on Victoria. Whore.
What?
What?
Listen, a girl's gotta get what a girl's gotta get, alright?
No, that's not. Don't worry about it. Just adds to the fanfiction, it's fine.
Sorry, Steve, you were trying to say something?
Yeah, I did give points for the sandcastle thing and the ring finding thing,
for
right?
the date, for the retroactively giving points for the date that you just had with Lorelai and the downtime that happened. Any and all points.
2 points to Drakenia because she didn't go in his room.
To be fair,
You
only one person went to this room.
It is just me.
It was a collective effort.
Many people went to Spike's room. Only one person came to Spike's room.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
I like to think that Drakenia was just in her room, just singing to herself as she was doing her hair.
Yes. Yes.
While drunk.
Oh yeah, she's just like
Fully
while
hammered.
hungover. While hungover.
No, during the date she was drunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, during the downtime, she was like peak drunk.
That's when she got
Yes.
wasted.
Yeah.
All right. All points have been added, including the one just sent now.
Ooh.
This is insane.
This is insane. Only 2 contestants have all the points.
No,
Wow.
it's actually hold on.
The cavern
There's
between Victoria and everybody else is just
there's
getting bigger and bigger.
4 people who are all like very close.
And Victoria's not one of them.
Yeah. Listen,
so
I'm gonna win in
Unless
my own
all the
game.
bonus points have been going there so far.
Ooh.
Can you imagine if I've been keeping track of all the points and I rig it in a way that everyone wins?
I don't trust you to do that.
I don't think you would do that.
When session 1, you were like, oh shit, I have to keep track of notes for people. I knew you aren't keeping track of score.
All right. So after the beach, we again go into like a downtime. This thing, everyone has like a nice lunch prepared. Some nice cocktails again, because why not?
It's a vacation week.
It's yeah. Who cares? And Spike again. If you want to take someone out on a date after the beach stuff happened, who would you like to take a date? Who would you like to go on a date on? Who would you like to go on a date with?
Dick is lost for words.
Dick was never good with words.
Oh, Dick is good with only one thing.
Exactly.
Stealing shit from my room, yeah.
His hands. Exactly.
I think based on today, the events at the beach, I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna see what a date with Victoria looks like.
Knew it. I knew it.
Oh wow.
This is gonna be a 5-book deal.
You and Victoria are set up on a separate cabana, on like it's away from the mansion. It's has like a little picnic spread out. Again, the same food and drinks are still there. But yeah, it's like a nice little picnic on the beach. And the sun's like setting, so it's like it's not super bright out either.
Did you set this up? It's so romantic.
Oh, yeah, it was. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't me. It was the production guys. I gave them some pointers on like the food stuff, but it was all them. I'm not gonna take credit for things that I didn't do. I'm not that kind of a vampire.
Quite honest. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, I'm surprised that you chose me for this date. From what I've heard, things have been going very well with both Dracania and Lorelei, it seems. But then earlier today, it seemed you and Trevor had something going on.
Well, I just read Adi's comment. What the fuck?
No!
I'm going to delete that.
Lorelei needs to be
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. Back to the date. So yeah, there's I feel like everyone here is pretty cool. The date with Nicola was also really, really nice, and I do feel like there's all of you have your own unique interests, and I didn't want anyone to feel left out. But also, the way you entered the mansion that has still stuck with me, and it just things didn't play out the way that it just played out differently. But I did want to get to know you better.
I see. Well, yes, I'm delighted to be able to share in this picnic with you and get a little closer between the two of us.
Of course, and I know you have a thing, whatever going on with Trevor. So like, I'm not gonna try to fuck with that. If that's something that the two of you think is whatever. But it doesn't mean that we can't enjoy a picnic. It's yeah. So I don't really know much about you at all, really, since we haven't had time to interact. So you did mention, though, during one of the things that you were recruited for this. How the fuck does that work? I have no idea how these guys found contestants. Like, I wasn't even shown pictures. They just said, we found people and it's fine. So
Yes. It's funny. They messaged me on social media, but I think they found me from my work. I work with Cirque du Soleil, so I'm a contortionist,
holy
and
shit.
I think they saw one of my videos online, and I was approached, and I did some interviews about if I would be open to this sort of thing, and I never turned down any type of work, so of course I was interested. And then getting to know the cast, meeting you and everyone else, it's been lovely.
That explains the split then, yeah. Okay, I get it.
There's just something about me where I just need a little bit of the spotlight, regardless of what's happening. I just can't help it.
Oh, I completely get it. It's the absolute opposite of who I am. Like, I hate being the spotlight, which makes zero sense when you think about the fact that this show is built around me. But
Yes, and it seems like you haven't been having the best time.
it has been an experience. I think I was just expecting something different from it, and not cameras in my face the entire time. And also there's this place is, I didn't know when I inherited it that this place was the Bachelor or whatever it's called, mansion. So that was kind of it just fell into my lap, and like I said earlier, it's been a while since I've had someone to just be with for longer than a few years or whatever, because of they don't want to become they don't want to turn into a blood sucking monster, basically. So and it's rough, it's yeah.
Well, with that, you mentioned that the way I entered the mansion stood out to you. The way Trevor entered stood out to me. Speaking of wanting someone that might be interested in a bit of biting, that's exactly what he said on his entry.
Yeah, that is true, and it's it's interesting to see someone lead with that. Usually, people tiptoe around the whole vampire thing, but all of you have been very forthcoming and straightforward about it. So I guess that's how they vet the contestants or whatever. But enough about Trevor. This date is about you, not about anyone else.
Well, what would you like to know?
Well, you mentioned that you're part of a traveling circus. Is that the correct term? Cirque du Soleil, right? That's what you said? Yes. So how does one get into that? Is that, were you like born into it? Is it something were you like good at gymnastics when you were younger? Or?
It's something that my mother had always had a skill in. So she used to work with Cirque before myself, and I was just, we traveled a lot because of her work in the industry, and being surrounded by the nightlife that comes with the circus, the joy, the extravagance, the adventure, just really tugs at my heartstrings. So I followed in her footsteps.
That's really nice. It's rare to see people, at least in my experience, it's rare that doing something your parents want you to do actually works out in your favor. My parents wanted me to be a doctor, and I almost became one before I turned. So like my mom was like big OBGYN at her hospital, and it was anyway.
What
Yeah.
do you do for work? Is that something that you enjoy?
I don't really have a job per se, not in a while since I turned. I haven't. It's just the whole having to wake up at 7 a.m. and go to work in the sun and come back and can't really do that as a as a vampire, unfortunately. When I was human, like I said, I was training to be a doctor. Finished my internship and stuff, but I think if I could have a job, it would be something like something in tech based, something where I could do it from my home and not have to worry about going out. Yeah, the sun, really. Yeah.
You could just bring this gazebo they've built for you wherever you go.
Yeah, I think that would be
quite the statement,
right? Yeah, this is my traveling protection thing. It's a package deal. I come with it.
Were you recruited for this as well? Then, speaking of,
technically, yes. These fuckers showed up at my doorstep, saying like, "Oh, we have a signed contract with the owner, but the owner's been dead for a while." So
you saved them from being in a little bit of a pickle or a tryst.
Yes, I guess it's more of the fact that this mansion, place, whatever, is the place where they usually host all their events, and they had a contract with the people who had this place before me, who gave it to me, or like who left it to me in their will when they passed on, and they showed up being all, "Hey, we were going to do this with or without you," and of course I threatened to bite Dick's head off, but he said that maybe we could do a first time ever vampire as the prize or whatever. And
the prize? Don't consider yourself a prize. You're more than that.
Right? I am a person. I have feelings. I have things. I'm not just an object for people to whatever. When he looks directly at the camera, and if the Dick is around, he's going to stare daggers at him. This piece of shit.
Dick would just smile, just be like,
"It's." But yeah, so they said they are going to use the place anyway, and instead of having me around as someone to fuck with them and their cameras and everything, they'd rather just have me on the show. So, and they offered me a lifetime supply of blood, which they quickly recanted to 10 years because
vampires lifetime.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So they quickly switched that to 10 years, which, like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really have a need for money.
So you don't work either. I put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I feel like money is a more of a human thing. It's a kind of thing that you need a lot of when you need to save for, like, retirement or the future, or like things to do or to eat or to survive, right? And I have been fortunate enough in my lifetime that I've had people who, without me even convincing them to, with my spooky vampire powers, and he does the whole double quotes thing, which I don't have, by the way. We can't hypnotize people. At least I can't. But I haven't tried actually. Do you want me to try to? No, you know what? No, that's weird.
Sure, hypnotize me.
Okay. All right. Look into my eyes.
Do I have to get closer? Is this okay?
I mean, if you want to get closer, I wouldn't be against it. I'm sure someone would, but that's fine. We can deal with that later. All right. Take my hands.
Okay.
And he just looks in her eyes and, okay, are you hypnotized now? Did it work? I don't know how this shit works.
I'm not. I don't think so.
Okay, so okay. See, I was right.
You should say yes, and then kiss him.
Is that a producer telling me that?
It's Dick from the sidelines.
Strakena's mind powers. She's right.
Dick telepathically just like staring at you, just be like,
I think they want me to say yes.
No.
Oh,
you see Dick in the background just.
listen, I've learned it's a lot more fun if you do the opposite of what Dick wants, because it fucks with the program. And you're getting paid regardless, right? Are you guys getting paid for this? Please tell me you're
There
getting.
is
Okay,
a
good.
small stipend, I
Okay,
believe,
good.
that we
Good.
are each
Yeah.
getting.
That's yeah. Free labor is kind of bullshit. And I mean, if you do want to pretend that you're hypnotized, I wouldn't be against it. But it's fine. It's
Dick in the background just being a menace. Do it for the plot.
Victoria's like eyes look down before they meet your gaze again.
look, I'm going to be honest. I know that there's something. I don't know what it is. I don't think you guys know what it is. But there's something happening with you and Trevor, and I don't want to fuck with that. So if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. But like, I don't want to fuck with whatever is this budding romance between. No matter what snappy comments I might say about things, which I'm sure you'll see the reel later. I did say some weird shit, but I don't want to fuck with that if that's a thing that you would like to pursue.
Thank you for your honesty. That means quite a bit to me. And as she sort of trails off, as she like looks at there's like multiple people filming them and like the cameras and her heart, and I think I would like to just stay friends.
Yeah, that works. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing though. I have not had friends in a while, so I don't know how to act with people with being friends. However, I do know that friends can enjoy a good meal and a good drink and have fun and make jokes. So I think, oh, and also if you do want to fuck with Trevor, we can go back and pretend like stuff happened. If you, like, I'm on board with that for sure. Like,
I'm gonna cut back to the others because this was a nice little date moment that we had. The others, again, it's like this nice little
It's evening, right?
time. Like it's like evening time and sun setting. Got cocktails going, got food going.
Trevor's back to pensively looking into the fireplace with a glass in hand.
Lorelai, your production lackey comes up to you and whispers, wait, I'm just gonna DM. I'm gonna DM.
No!
I'm gonna DM Adi what the production assistant whispers. In the meantime, what is everyone else doing?
Dracania has learned her lesson and she's back to Shirley Temples. And she heard about ghosts that were mentioned last episode. And so from her room, she's taken like an EVP thing and she's just searching for ghosts at this point because she's terrified of them.
Yes, wait.
She wants to know if he was fucking with her or not.
It does get going.
Trevor! Trevor! There's
I kind of, seeing that, I kind of get broken out of whatever fucking thought process he was in. And like go over, look at it. Well, even if ghosts are here, I don't think you have too much to worry about. If they were malicious, they would have already attacked you on the first night.
That's not true.
After all, everyone knows that ghosts can be quite territorial. If you were in their room already, they would have already made it known. It seems they're fine with your presence at the very least.
I mean, a couple lipsticks went missing, but I don't know if that was a ghost or if that was production.
It's just Dick.
Honestly, consider them one and the same. As opposed to ignore production, you can ignore the ghost just the same.
Right as you say that, one of the trinkets off the fireplace gets knocked out.
You were
Oh.
saying, Trevor?
I look at that and I just go, oh, throw a tantrum. And I
No,
look back
this
at
isn't Trevor. He's just lost without Victoria. It's just
I just stared daggers at you for a second and I'm just like, what I'm trying to say to you and our invisible friends here is, if they didn't want you here, you wouldn't be here.
Clearly,
apparently
the
they don't
invisible
like you
friends.
then.
That's understandable. There are very few things that do.
I do.
Well,
You're
if there are
nice.
invisible ghosts here, then they're all perverts of the first order. You're not gonna lie.
When you first answered Arcadia, and I go, well, there are exceptions to every rule. And to look at Lorelei, I just go, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, it seems that there are lots of people who are doing
Can't hear you.
all sorts.
Can hear you.
It seems that there's all sorts of shady people doing all sorts of shady things, Mr. Trevor.
Yes, it does seem like that, considering the state of the pool this morning.
Oh,
A little birdie also told me that there was something suspicious happening between you and a certain lady whose won't be mentioned.
Suspicious. I believe Lorelei said just like something suspicious happening between you and a certain lady.
Oh, okay.
And Trevor's just like, suspicions are simply cast by the observer. There's nothing suspicious happening at things in the open now, is there?
Then, given
Or did
how
your finger
open-
just get caught in someone's swimsuit this afternoon?
Oh, my fingers beat in particular places, Mr. Trevor, but I'm
I think
more
your
curious
finger should be
about-
busy cleaning up the sand in all those places.
Oh, you haven't taken a bath already?
Some people didn't get as dirty, clearly.
Oh,
Nicola, how are
that
you this
seems
evening?
like a skill issue. But I do declare, I did hear that even though it's clear that there's something going on between you and our resident showstopper, there was a little bit of exchanging of notes that happened between you and the lady. In
Oh, I assure you, there was a lot more than notes that were exchanged.
Oh, I did smell it. I did smell it.
I just look over and I just go, impressive that you could smell that over all the chlorine from the pool.
Nicola, can I get you some tepid water?
as lasers kind of shoot between
Not the tepid water.
Then again, it begs the question why you're so obsessed, frankly, with the comings and goings of me and a certain other individual, rather than the reason you claim to be here.
Well, I did hear resident Dick go on about vampire hunters and that sort of thing. And given now that I am rather having a vested interest in the situation, more than I thought that I would have had, I just want to make sure there's nothing overly suspect going on here, Mr. Trevor.
I see. And is it quite hard to calculate things with emotions involved?
There would have been, but you have the emotional depth of an ornamental teaspoon, Mr. Trevor, so not too deep.
Well, emotional depth can only be measured by taking the plunge, dear. Something I don't think you are quite capable of doing, considering how you did with the water this afternoon.
Dracania's just gonna drink all of her Shirley Temple and then just go into the safe corner with Nicola.
There is no safe corner, there's ghosts in them.
No, it's just no. You can go up to Nicola. Nicola, what are your thoughts on what's happening?
as these two
I am.
alpha personalities.
Yeah, I am in the safe corner as far away from the argument as I can be. I can welcome Drakane into the safe corner as well.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I don't know how ghost translated into that, but how are you?
Was that a question directed at me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, considering the state of everyone else at the mansion, I appreciate that there is at least one other person who is acting well as a reasonable human being and an adult. And I raise my glass of whatever water. I guess I'm drinking water this time, and I just tap Dracane's glass, and we just toast to being normal people in this mansion. I guess I'm totally normal, by the way, very normal.
Yeah, that's reading.
We're gonna cut to a Spike confessional really quick, and he's just like, I spent the entire fucking day trying to make sure Victoria didn't feel like she was stepping out on Trevor, and this fucker spent the entire time flirting with Lorelai. What the fuck? And that's it. He's just stirring shit to stir shit. That's it.
Trevor's just like, what does Spike think floating is? I need to make notes for later, I guess.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's cut back to the date unless Trevor and Lorelai have some more hashing out to do.
No, I think at this point there's just sniping and
Yeah, it's like every now and then there's a snipe, but then it just goes back to whatever the fuck we were doing. For Trevor, that's just again just having his drink and kind of quietly grumbling to quiet himself while looking at the fireplace. He misses fairer company than whatever the fuck Lorelai's pulling.
All right. So back to the picnic date on the beach. What have y'all been up to?
I think we're just cracking jokes about the shitty experience of production and
Yeah.
enjoying the good food and
Talking
just
shit about people.
yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Just I can't believe Nicola found a fucking hallowed ground in my fucking mansion. What are the odds?
At least you know about it now, darling.
yeah,
If you didn't, you could have severely hurt yourself.
Right, I tried to experiment with it the other night. I was like, put a finger, and it fucking burnt my hand. I could have died down there. So
Okay, this is something that I need to know more about. You were talking about how we tried the hypnosis, that didn't work. The hallowed ground does, though. So there's clearly some things that work and some that don't. I have to confess something. I may have snuck into your room earlier today. And I just wanted to, I don't know, I felt like I was fumbling in the competition and I needed something to give me an edge, which I did not find. But I did find this watch, which I put back, but it was a silver watch. I thought silver wasn't good for you, no?
oh, that's what I thought too. It was a gift from my mother when I got into medical school, and when I turned, I was terrified that I would have to get rid of it. But surprisingly, silver isn't a thing. So yeah. What is a thing though, however, is garlic. Fucking garlic. Do you know I haven't had hummus in so many fucking years?
It's just not the same without garlic.
Right.
That's very true.
It is so bullshit. It is. Yeah, but so there's no garlic in the food either, which sucks because it makes food taste so good, and once in a while, it doesn't hurt. Oh wait, let me rephrase. It doesn't cause lasting damage. So sometimes when I'm feeling like it, I'll just put some garlic in like a sauce or something for pasta or whatever, so that I can just taste it and I spit it out. So I just get the taste, but it does burn my tongue. So it's
like
weird shit.
like IBS.
Yeah, or like if you have lactose intolerance, right? Just
garlic intolerance.
Yeah.
Can you eat? I mean, this whole time I've only ever seen you drink. Even during this picnic, it's mostly been just drinking. You can eat food though?
I don't. It doesn't give me any nutrition, but I can eat it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, what else did you find in my room? Where exactly were you looking?
Coffin. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, I got rid of that a long time ago. It's kind of a pain in the ass to lug around a coffin wherever you're going, and beds are more comfortable anyway.
Yes, I agree. It did look quite nice.
Yeah.
It's larger than the ones in our rooms. I think I might have broken Trevor's the other night.
Yeah, I did hear shit. So I do have really good hearing. So I did hear stuff from Trevor's room and from the pool outside with Junius and Lorelai. That was interesting. And listening to Dracania sing while she was drunk was an experience. That was interesting.
I already got mad at Junius for over-serving her. It was quite the show that you missed. I'm glad you were able to hear some of it, though.
Yeah, so I can control it sometimes, especially when, like, right now I have it turned off so I don't hear the hear stuff from production. But like when there's a lot of people around, sometimes things do slip through the cracks, as they say.
I kind of just wanted to cut to, like, in the background, Dick is just singing If You Like Pina Coladas, and it's taking everything in Spike not to, like, murder him.
Worst producer of all time.
I can't decide if I hate him or I love him. It's
actively fucking with the filming.
He's always towing that line.
Can we also have a quick Lorelai confessional? Well, there might not have been a coffin, but there was definitely no problem with wood.
Mike. I didn't hear it. What?
Snooze, you lose.
I literally couldn't hear it.
Not my problem. Skill issue.
What happened?
Apparently Lorelai said something.
There wasn't any problem, or there wasn't any coffin, but there was no problem with wood last night. Speaking of hearing things, Spike, there's a rumor going around that there was some interesting noises coming from your bedroom that weren't sexual in nature, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there was that as well from how busy you've been, but shifting furniture, were you, or something of that nature?
Oh, I didn't think. I do have issues getting sleep sometimes. So when I can't sleep, I pace around my room. I move shit around, just rearrange the furniture, sort of thing. I don't know what. Since this is above the table, I don't know what like stats and stuff people have, but like, if you do have like I don't know how to put this, but like, he is trying to deflect. Is what is the vibe that you're getting?
Yeah, I was just thinking whether I should make you roll for it or not.
Yeah. So yeah, I just
Victoria, can you roll just like a flat 2d6?
Don't worry, Spike. Your secret's probably gonna be safe.
I don't know. You switched out the dice, so
6 again.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
How is this possible statistically?
I'm rolling so garbage, but it's fine because before you said anything, I wasn't suspicious. I was taking what you had said as honesty. So
no, I think it's more like he doesn't want to reveal what it is. It's less about you finding out and more about the cameras finding out is what it is. So
Not
it was.
sleeping as a vampire. That's terrible.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like the one good thing we do. Or like the one thing we're good at, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
So self-deprecating.
That's what
you need to
vampires
work
are
on
known
your
for.
self-esteem.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It makes people. It is kind of endearing to some people anyway, and it's funny. Like if you can't laugh at yourself, I feel like there's something inherently wrong with you. So I do it, one, because for the meme, but also because it's healthy to know your limits, I guess. Which, if you ask Laurel, I don't really have any, but it's fine.
Oh, gonna cut back. We're gonna cut back to downtime. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay. I'm wondering how I can fuck with Dracania.
Just
Dracania, your machine starts going off the rails again.
I'm in the safe corner. You cannot hurt me.
Oh. You say that, and books start flying off of shelves.
She's just gonna start crying as she just tries to like find her way around the books.
Yeah, I mean everyone notices this. Like, there's books that are.
Can I
flying
go
off the
just
shelves.
turn her machine off?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can totally do that.
I just go turn it off and I just say, if you're looking for them, you might be bothering them. Probably not something you want to do in your position now, would you?
Oh, I guess not.
Spike, can you make me a flat 2d6 roll?
The books fly to Spike. These are due!
I got a 10.
Okay. In somewhere in the mansion, you cannot discern where, there is like a large thud.
Large what?
Thud.
Do I hear it?
No. Your hearing is turned off.
Oh, yeah.
But Lorelai, Dracania, Nicola, and Trevor, you all hear it.
Where did the thud come from?
You don't know. It's
Just-
not in this room.
Just echoed around?
Yeah.
I want to peek my head outside the door and just... upstairs.
Dracania's gonna run after it. She's gonna try and find it.
Oh, you know what? Roll for it.
Oh god.
7.
Roll again.
You died with whatever that was.
Can I aid her?
9.
Yeah, you're able to find this random corridor, which again, the lights are flickering weirdly, and it just seems like the ghosts are like leading you, and you find yourself in this corridor. There's like, again, like chest of drawers, paintings, a mirror, and again, like this really big portrait of Spike. Yeah, there's a big portrait of Spike, and you seem to gather that like this is where the sound came from.
Could I have
She's gonna
followed
look up at
Dracania?
If you want to, yeah,
Did you
go for it.
want to?
Yeah.
She's
I
gonna
would've
look
as
up
well.
at the portrait and she's just gonna blush a little bit. Just be like, oh.
Is everyone following Dracania?
Yeah.
Nicola?
Sure.
Especially because she was so concerned about ghosts and now she's running towards like these kind of sounds. Yeah. Lorelai's
Like,
Make sure she
initially I was
doesn't die
just
in the horror film.
I was just running to see if, like, you, like, fuck yourself up somehow. But then you stop at a painting, I'm like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, there's just in this corridor, the lights stop flickering for a second. As you look at the painting, it's just Spike. It's just normal
Can I
old
like
Spike.
check the scene of where like it meets the wall? Like, is there anything behind it or anything like that?
Could you make a roll for it, please?
Like a flat roll?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
10.
looking around the
Roll
corridor
again.
to see what fell.
Okay. 12.
Okay, yeah.
Woo!
You definitely find like something like some it's not seamlessly attached to the wall.
Huh. Can I move it? Like, if it isn't seamlessly attached, I'm assuming there's something behind it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just shrug and go, well, I've trespassed once already today, so might as well. And I just like move the painting, like trying to see.
Hmm. Yeah, okay. You're able to move the painting and it kind of like swings open like a door almost.
Ah. Secret
I'm so
tunnel.
jealous, but
Tunnel!
I'm not
Secret
here.
tunnel.
Damn it!
Trevor probably like just
Ah,
goes.
welcome to the never have I ever thing.
Trevor probably just whispers like, "Oh, Victoria will hate missing this."
Serves her right. I miss never have I ever.
Damn.
So much
Uh,
salt being thrown around, my god.
I like pull like a. I'm assuming they took off phones, right? So like I pull like whatever substitute I can for a light source if it's like dark in there, and try to move it.
I mean, it's a little dark, but there's like a faint glow of like a light coming from inside.
Okay. I should like pull up like a lighter or something to just like kind of look around, like kind of cautiously go in. Looking back, just go. I mean, I'm curious, but
I am too. I'm following.
Oh,
Is
great.
everyone following? Are
Was
Lorelai and
there
Nicola going
anything
in?
else? Was there anything else in the corridor that had fallen, or
No, nothing had fallen in this corridor.
I think the
Just
third was
were
disclosing or something.
Just the lights were
Disclosing?
going crazy.
No, I do.
Is there any way I can like? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way I can like check if it's safe to go in? Because everyone's just kept going in without really checking what's behind it. Like, can I like look around or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just tell you, there's nothing wrong with going in. There's
Okay.
nothing, no tricks, no booby traps or anything like that.
I guess I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
Just in case.
You enter this old room and you look around and you find like a desk and again more bookshelves, like a trunk, and up on the wall there's like certifications hung up of like a high school diploma, like a college acceptance letter that's kind of framed up for like a medical school, and there's just like a bunch of like random trinkets and stuff that kind of tell you that this is like these are all Spike's things from like when he was still like a human. It's like safekeeping away from the
Looking around, out of all of the like, I'm assuming like memorabilia and stuff. Like, anything else that kind of stands out?
Oh.
Is there a coffin in here?
There's no coffin here.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
You see like pictures, like old pictures.
Can I see the date on any of the certificates?
I mean, yeah, it has a date. It's ages ago.
Okay. I'm checking if he's actually a vampire, okay? Like, is the certificate for like 2 years ago, you know? Like, he just got his degree.
So, if you are looking at the certificates and stuff for dates, you will notice that the pictures as well, they all look like they're from the last 30, 40 years. The certificate is from the high school diploma is from 40 years ago. The medical certificate is from like 30 years ago. There's like 30, 35 years ago. There's the pictures also are, like like they are colored pictures. They're not black and white.
Yeah.
Like you would expect. And even the portrait that you saw outside was looked like it was painted recently. Like by recently, it like about 20, 30 years ago. And as you're looking through this from the corner, something lunges at you, and it's baring its teeth. It's pinned you to the ground. It's Spike. It is exactly. It looks like Spike.
What?
No. I was just fucking with you. None of that happens.
You did the sand thing again? This is the sand thing again, Steve! Oh, you are turned into sand, so you were investigating sand.
You know what? That'd be a hilarious point to like. Stop.
I was ready
Like
to
the
nuke it
camera's
out.
cut right as like Trevor gets lunged at.
But the lunch didn't happen.
The lunch
I don't
didn't
know.
happen.
It's gonna be like a production thing. Like this whole like joke will be like a production joke. Be like, oh
One
my
last
god,
thing I
what
would have
happened to
wanted
Trevor?
to check. One last thing I would have wanted to check before whatever lunch happened. Is there actually any activity of people around? Like recent activity I can see from like, disturbed dust and whatnot. Like, does it feel like
Yeah,
people
there's
have
not
been
a lot
in
of dust on. I mean, maybe on the shelves, but not on like any other really surface. It looks like it's gotten in. People go like a person goes in there every once in
But
a while.
right now it looks empty besides us.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where the episode ends. Tune in next week for the grand finale, where everyone gets a chance to showcase all of their talents. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you guys all the time in the world to showcase your talents, to make your case, to be the person who spends their life with Spike.
We're already here.
Oh, also, because the date and downtime is technically over, Spike, could you DM me points that you would like to give to anyone? But as Steve is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Again, my name is Agent P. You can find me on Instagram at the.agent.p and on Twitter at theagentp_. You can find me playing another finale for a Kids on Brooms AP on the Misadventures League channel on May 7th. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Reverse order. I guess let's start with Mickey.
Alright, this was so much fun. I'm Mickey. I played Dracania, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at McKaylee Ringle, and on YouTube as Mickey Dragon. Let's see if I can bag a vampire next week.
To Charlene.
That's me. Hey, everyone. You can find me at Charlene Bear on all social media. Otherwise, I'm over on Tabletop Titties, spelled with double D's, where we have 2 weekly shows ongoing. And I have a podcast called Drinking and Screaming, where every week we watch a different horror movie and analyze its mood and themes through a queer and feminist lens, making a cocktail to match. That's available wherever podcasts are found.
Ooh. That's such a good concept. I need to
Right?
tune 1 week. Bruh. I
Like,
swear to
that's the
God, right
perfect
after
vibe,
exam-
because I always
right
make
after
a drink
exams,
before a
that's what
horror
I'm
game.
doing.
Yeah.
Or a movie. Like,
Adi.
Hello. I'm Adi MK. I play Lorelai Devlin. As you might observe. You can find me on Moonlight Creations on Instagram and audiobooks on YouTube, where using this as an inspiration to kind of finalize something, I might be doing some, audio erotica that I might be narrating.
you cut out that.
Audio erotica is what I heard.
I
Audio
heard that.
erotica.
I heard that
Yes,
bit.
yes.
I barely
Audio
heard it.
erotica. And that is the plan thus now. Let's see. But yeah, it's been fun. And now the temperature just kind of continues shooting through the roof. And now the ghosts thrown into the picture.
Ah. All right. Steve.
Yeah, hi. I'm Steve. I run Pantsless tables. It's a place to bring people together, spotlight underrepresented Asian talent. That's the main focus. But we run games for everyone, with everyone. We're doing a big charity event end of June. It's going to be another 48-hour charity stream that is going to kill me, but we're going to do it. Still working on finalizing the big, what's the word? The organization we're going to fundraise for. Hopefully, I'll have a name by the end of this week, which is already Friday, so I doubt it, but hopefully. I'm trying to find a cause in India that we can support because it's time to give back to this place. That's me.
Amazing. Victor.
Hello, I am once again just hanging out here. I am also not sure what I'm doing here because I am neither Asian nor talented, but here we are, I guess. So I have been playing Nicola, who is very disappointed right now because he expected Spike to be like an OG Gothic kind of vampire, but sadly, he seems to be quite a bit younger than what one might expect. But you can find me on Twitter either way, where I currently am very distracted with a lot of other things, but I am supposed to be writing and illustrating a D&D campaign book, which I'm finishing, I guess. So yeah, that's just my things. The links will probably be in chat.
Amazing. And Tan Fighter.
Hello. I am Dan or Dan Fighter. You can find me as DanFighter117 on Instagram and Twitter. I do voices. People like them. People get annoyed. We do them nonetheless. And beyond that, I do action plays, TTRPG stuff, a little bit of writing here and there, fun times, but mostly that's about it.
Amazing. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in this week. Make sure you tune in next week for the grand finale to see if Spike gets to, spend eternal life with someone who genuinely loves him or is there for blood.
I mean,